Hey David, my name's Timothy. I just got finished watching your video. I am actually a recent switcher to the Mac. Um, I've been working with computers now for almost 8 years, and I know a lot of I know quite a bit about Windows as far as XP and Vista goes. So for me, actually switching to the Mac wasn't really that different. There were small things for me actually that made it slightly different. Of course, the right click, that was definitely different for me. But I would say to this person, the guy who wrote you this email, you have to give the Mac more time. 2 days, like you said, David, is just irrefutably stupid. You can't learn an operating system in 2 days. All the basics there are the same as XP. Moving files around. As far as, to me, using the Finder in OS X versus using Windows Explorer, it's exactly the same to me. I mean, there's really no difference. If you know the basics of moving files around in Explorer, you should have no problems doing it in the Finder. The right click, again, if you're not satisfied with the right click versus holding down control click to get the right click, you can always do, like you said, if you have an updated MacBook Pro or MacBook, you can always go to System Preferences and turn on the click, the touchpad where you put two fingers on and you mash the click button and you have your right click. Other than that, if you want a simpler way, just buy a mouse, a 2-button mouse. It works perfectly with Mac OS X, not a problem. Uh, but dude, seriously, give the Mac more time. I say give it 2 weeks and you will fall in love with it. As far as your comment, Vista can do anything the Mac can do better. That is total bullshit. And I hate to use that kind of language, but that's the truth. That is total bull. I specifically switched to the Mac simply because I do a lot of web design, layout, and graphics such as that. There is no program on earth that qualifies as being as good as a Mac when you want to do web design, layout, and graphics. You cannot beat it. Yes, you have the line of Adobe products that you can use with Windows, but using them on the Mac is just so much simpler. It's essentially what Apple says. It just works. I've had no problems. It has not crashed on me not once since I've had it. I have personally used Vista. Vista was bull. It when I upgraded to Vista, my laptop crashed. My drivers did not work for my graphics card. My sound didn't work. My wireless internet essentially was non-existent. There were times where my wireless card would want to work and it would read it would actually be able to pick up the wireless signal. It would show it up there as an available wireless signal to connect to, or wireless router to connect to, but it would never connect. Sometimes it would say it was connected, but it was never connected to the internet essentially. There were just so many problems, and David is right when he says that Vista is a flop. I mean, you can speak to anyone. You pick 10 random people off the street, and if they have Vista, they will tell you it sucks. Because that's essentially what it is. Vista is crap. It does not work. There are some people who say it works for them. Great, fine, love it, go for it. But Vista essentially is a flop. It just doesn't work. There are so many problems as far as drivers go, and everyone's saying, oh, Service Pack 1 fixes that. That's hog shit. It does not fix it. If anything, it breaks your computer. I've heard a lot of reports where it was breaking people's computer when they upgraded, especially if you had a NVIDIA graphics card. Microsoft themselves even has a web page on their own site stating that if you have this NVIDIA graphics card, do not upgrade to Windows Vista Service Pack 1. It will break your computer. Come on. You an upgrade breaks your whole computer over a graphics card, that's stupid. Again, give the Mac more time, dude. Believe me, give it 2 weeks and you will fall in love. Vista is crap. Videos are great, David. Keep uploading. See you next time.